It is time, my friends. FNATIC new roster versus the also new roster of Cloud9. Thing to keep in mind, Sayonara is only playing for the off-season tournaments.
Fresh ideas right out of the gates into mid. It's a rematch of our grand final.
Kayak used to play for Apex. He has sent there. Very good player, my friends. This game will be insane.
You're already seeing the Viper wall being set up towards A, interestingly enough, as FNATIC look to take their time trying
the last
to
Red Bull home grand finals
an
was
idea that
Rossi
is there towards like A, and Alpha here will be the first one to get first blood. Oxy off the boat.
Love to see that.
And it's interesting as well, not just the double duelist, but who we have on it. It is Alpha, as he would be the ISO on the Haven comp, for example. Kayak, as we know him to be a Yoru player. And Sayonara actually taking the Sova role from Chronicle, where previously Hero didn't do that. Chronicle played Sova every single time they showed it in their Champions run.
After that pick, a slow pivot towards
C9
have a fairly good idea. There's been no presence outside of B, and they've gambled correctly. The utility being sent forward, but it's Vic who is able to catch Kayak off guard. Still we go even, and with 30 seconds remaining, FNATIC decide, hey, we want nothing to do with that side of the map, let's head elsewhere.
Two of the duelists off the board. C9 don't have any more of those in short supply, and so Moose will be on the B site by himself. FNATIC 3 players to the good here into their execute.
Yeah, this is a site that's notoriously hard to hold. With time being so low, the spike will probably go down with much less contention, right? Moose doesn't want to give that away. The gravity well not working out. Well, move into post.
Yeah, hoping that maybe there was a chance that he could pull Sayonara from the plantable area.
If run like this, bro.
Within safety, FNATIC move to post plant, and now you've got to look at the utility. Sayonara still with a full belt, double shocks, the reveal available for C9. They've got smokes and a flash on Zephyr.
Yeah, something that Alpha has been holding on to is that undercut, the vulnerability. Chronicle already, though, takes Zephyr off the board, keeping it an even contest between the two. The utility has been decent so far, but it's the time that's getting low. Trying to push forward. They've still not taken Vic off of the spike. The undercut will do what...
You'll often see the player on that common angle towards top side. He has been revealed instead, and they're just going to bait that one straight in. Hook, line, and sinker. Alpha reels him into his direction, and it's a nasty one tap to open the B side.
But the players for C9 are trying to flood back in, or at least hold for backside. They do so successfully. Spike still not down.
Such an important part of the map. They'll still keep a foothold on it, C9, but strip back the numbers yet again. FNATIC with another kill. 3 players in this area. Only Oxy to hold it down, but when he gets going, nothing can stop him. Already one to the good. A man advantage for them to play around with.
Spike still down, time ticking away. Alpha will at least get it back in hand, but Oxy all in the middle, all on his own. Rossi downs the spike again. It's up to Boaster, it's up to the captain, but with 4 seconds left, yep, it'll be as easy as that.
Really smart from Rossi to just run away at the end there. We've already seen Pioneered, not fully utilized by a lot of teams. A scary prospect, that B split into Zephyr.
Yeah, when you think of the defense side, the strength comes through in the mid to late round as well, and that's exactly where FNATIC head straight through into the back lines. And C9 are sandwiched here. They'll clear out Zephyr, and well, Vic's got nowhere to go, Hazza. The spike goes down easy enough. Sure, the time is low, but C9, they're left to pick up the pieces.
Okay.
I mean, again, the attack speed of FNATIC, just so picture perfect. Not really too much to work with here. Doesn't want to fight solo, partnered up with Alpha towards backside. FNATIC casting a wide banner, a wide net over A, and now we can look at the value of that Viper wall coming into the retake.
Look at Oxy's position though, Hazza. He's right on the back lines, and if his timing is correct, he'll catch the Kayak's TP back out.
Alpha gets the first. Kayak a little delayed in terms of trading that out, and here is Oxy, his chance to make a mark. Gets one, but Sayonara has him beat. Hell to rights, 3-on-3. Flank still coming in from Boaster. The line has to hold. Alpha gets one. He's bought enough time for his IGL. Smoke towards the direction of the spike. It directly on it. Paranoia comes in. Boaster looking for the TP, but there's just enough time to get the defuse. Mid for both teams. It's a walk down from Vic. Oxy holding the line. Played in now. His chance to strike, but only gets one.
It's still a big run here, man. Money,
more smokes that the
not good for
Cloud9. One ways in
the with the Hunter series.
Oh, I see that.
Seems
Mission's
for
still alive,
sayonara.
actually. I'm talking nonsense. Double bubble being used by C9.
I think that's probably the best thing that you've ever said in a Scottish accent, Cairo. Double bubble.
Double bubble.
Man advantage for FNATIC for now, though, and the map goes quiet. This is where C9 need to take it upon themselves to get some of that info, and Rossi has already done so. Aldrone invested on the longer line of sight, and Moose playing around the edge of this nebula quite nicely.
Yeah, that's next
FNATIC
play.
again in this mid round, starting to make their way through mid. C9 have an idea though, right? Because you're starting to see this crossfire set up between Rossi and Zeppa.
I love the info denial on this Viper Orb as well. Kayak can get so close before they walk back out of it. It goes down. Rossi, double kill. And Zeppa, the last line of defense between Chronicle and the B plant. 25 seconds still.
This is the kill, man.
For him to try and figure something out here. Has the snake bite? Should he bring it into post? Looks like C9 will roll out the red carpet and give him an opportunity to say his piece.
10 seconds
I
left.
think C9 are doubting themselves though. Wondering if perhaps there's a chance he had got a timing towards the A side through Link. That spike down. They will know it's the B side.
That's far too close. I mean, the knife comes in here. Can't use the snake bite. Zeppa just has to bide his time. Chronicle still walking up, though.
There's pings going out towards CT. They know there's a timing that Chronicle can take here.
Zeppa just has to be aware of it, keeping half an eye. It's still a
Good
1v1
timing.
for all intents and purposes. Chronicle left
Oh
down to
my.
his own devices, but so capable to carry FNATIC through. The cornerstone of this roster is starting to get going on Abyss. It won't be planted for him. The bite around the corner is difficult to land. It's missed the mark. It won't be on Moose's position, but the crosshair hits his head.
Legend.
FNATIC 4.
Mr. Reliable! Not really seen much either, right? Like, that one way goes up again. Oh, it's not even a one way, it's just a pure blocker. So FNATIC now starting to use their execute util.
Go in, Alfia with the double tap, leading the charge. Nice tag from Sayonara. Can't quite get the second Vic. Playing around the smoke, gets his first, looking for more. Chronicle shuts it down. FNATIC on the site. C9 playing off it. Seemingly Rossi able to do
That's good,
damage. That's
Rossi.
2 from the
Huge
Hunter's
kills,
Fury,
man.
keeping them in front as the spike goes down.
It's Kayak that's the one to get that down. In terms of what they can use, there's only one blind side and 2 shock darts on Sayonara. It's two of the youngest on the roster. Kayak getting 2 of his own. It's up to the 16-year-old to bring it up again.
Sayonara has the reveal, can try and use this to play around. Now the cue of the drop. Knows that Oxy's up close, finishes him off without any hassle at all. Moose, the other side of him, a consistent player for C9, a mainstay in their America's roster last year, but it's the new boy who's teaching them some tricks. FNATIC spinning it up to a 6.
A red
Nani
bull
broke again.
clutch. Instead, FNATIC are looking to push themselves towards A, putting utility forward. Moose trying to use the shorty, but he only finds the fake out from Kayak.
Double up into the corner as well. Rossi was here too.
That was good, that was
A couple more kills from the fragging IGL. Yet still C9 trail from this position. FNATIC with another quick execute. They've dropped bodies on the site, but there's still 2 more to get through.
Hold down. Paranoia pushes Kayak even further forward. That snake bite will land towards the player behind, but it doesn't hit Zeppa. Chronicle now up above, up against Zeppa. Will easily collect and confirm the luck through mid as FNATIC now look to send themselves into B.
A position that you should perhaps expect Boaster to be in as the rest of the execute makes its way through.
Nice.
Strong arming.
Nice.
This side of the push is Kayak.
Damn, man.
Double headshot from the player on the
Fucking
former
impressive.
mini Apex
Good kill,
team
Zeppa.
now is up against Zeppa. Double back from him. 3-on-3 spike goes down.
Yeah, now a little pause, but with time so low, this Hunter's Fury creating delay is massive.
Up front,
Sayonara chops the head of Zeppa, and now we head into post.
Planted.
As I said before, kind of butchered my words there, but the first graduate from mini FNATIC, he's come
Yeah.
over from Apex, just doing Kayak things. It's exactly what we expect. Shock just past the mark though onto
So
Sayonara. Can Oxy have his say before the halftime bell rings. Phantom in hand, but little util to work with. It's just the updraft between the two C9 players, and Chronicle has wedged himself right in the middle. Rossi removes him. Thorn from the side. Low HP on FNATIC here, but C9 just have nowhere to go. Oxy needs 1 bullet and a half stick if there's any chance that he can win this against Sayonara. He's looking for the duel. Sayonara's looking for the which he will win.
Kid is good, man. Kid is gold. Holy shit, 9-3. These new kids that join FNATIC, man, they feel no pressure. They start clutching over and over again. Remember Hero?
The mentorship being seen in the way that they've played this.
I thought it was a robot, man.
It's onto
Clutch
the shoulders
machine.
of Kayak to get things started, but he goes down and is left alone by Chronicle. They're playing for the retake now.
FNATIC at the same time have started to find inroads deep into enemy lines. Moose is all on his own and he can't even win the first engagement. Now they send it in and upset the post plant that C9 were trying to set
Stop
up.
blocking me, bro.
Be careful, as now FNATIC are trying to send themselves forward. Vic holding on to main, and it's back to a 2v2. Didn't think about Chronicle being towards heaven, and Chronicle didn't think about Zeppa.
Boaster in another clutch. He thrives in this kind of environment.
Well, he'll need to thrive here. He'll need to show us something, because Zeppa has certainly been hitting heads, although Boaster will gain control of the spike. It's halved at the very least. Another tap to show
He always do that. He always do that. I always get half. Is the law of Boaster.
It is 10 for FNATIC.
Zeppa played that bad.
Double digits.
Are they going to repay
They
that
had to
fate
force, man.
this year?
They need
It's the
to.
only way they can come back on this game.
Something that
Is if they win
C9
this
will
round.
need to do after this round, after the purchase, is win 5 stingers as they stand outside on the edge of 8. Alpha needs to be careful, but he doesn't, because he's got the support of Sayonara. The undercut made people vulnerable, and the Bulldog gets to work.
Great. First game.
One-sided smokes in towards top site. Boaster mirrors it. TP in one tag.
Woo!
Onto the scout, but instead
Some way, somehow, everybody died.
come through.
Needs to be an ace clutch, Hazza.
This
And
is a
if there
test
was
for you, bro.
anyone to do
They
it
wanna see how good you
in
are.
any kind of fashion to win it
Cannot
out,
ace
it would
her?
be
You're
Sayonara.
not good enough
Damage
for
on the
Gen
first.
team.
All 3 players are hit. They're within striking distance for the young Moldovan talent. Jumping
the
out
crazy part is
wide.
he could
Rossi
AC
will
clutch
take
this
him off
and
the
he wouldn't
face
join the
of
team
the
because it's
earth.
the
3
Yoma.
from him. C9 move up to their 4th. The belly of the beast, FNATIC, happy to just let them fight as much as they want. The spam onto Oxy's ridiculous. The guy's already on death's door and he's barely had a chance to make his mark on this round.
They know about this, by the way, because of the drone coming out from Sayonara.
Tags. Just all too aware. Or at least you
Oh,
think
yeah,
so.
bro.
Boaster
You
start
are so
jump
dead.
spotting. He's got to turn around, but Oxy hits him in the side of the head. And with that, C9 have control, and FNATIC, another problem in mid.
Hunter's Fury coming through. Kayak get pinged out there, but with that, he'll TP out. Sayonara gets rid of Vic. Remember, Oxy's still low. Kayak needs to be careful because
So
Oxy's
crazy.
so good in heads-up gunfights.
Gets a haircut.
Spike planted.
Sayonara still floating around middle, was thinking about the possibility of a flank, but he's given up vent in the process, puts Moose on this strong
Easy
off
kill.
angle. Hard to predict, even harder to hit. Zeppa with the
Yo,
next,
C9?
and just like that,
He's back on the game,
C9
man.
in prime position
10-6.
to add another round to
Equal
their tally. They
numbers.
keep chipping
FNATIC.
away at the cliff face. And Alpha in a position where it's just too hard to get anything done. His work is cut out for him on 27 points of health, looking to bail from this situation now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good to
you
save.
respect
Good
that.
save.
Did you know?
What?
At least in the UK.
Really?
You don't get that anymore. Yeah,
That's
I
a
know. It's
disaster.
ridiculous. Marketing in the bin. Here we go. FNATIC in the site. Looking if they can get some bang for their buck. Couple of sheriffs, Alpha with a rogue rifle in the mix. Is going to have the double tap, a way to get himself back on site. Look at this from C9. Proactivity in towards the tower. They have the owl drone to try and make their way there. Sayonara has one on the way back through, but the trades just aren't quite coming in. FNATIC fighting solo, and it's actually working out. 3 versus 2 situation now. Both C9 players backed up in main.
They can pick up the rifles on the site as well, Hazza, because those players are in main.
Who's going to possibly try and give this one a go? Zeppa's vulnerable inside the smoke. Only a couple bullets of spam needing to land on his position. The defuse just a tap. Vic's fallen off the map. And Chronicle now with a real serious chance against Moose. The one-on-one between the controllers, and Moose will nail him. A game of chance as he was looking for the timing towards danger, but the execute is now coming in, and he's the one off site. It's Alfier instead, all hands on deck.
Hunter's Fury as well, and players are actually pinged out through an info dart, trying to play through the Cosmic Divide. It's still all even on either side. A little bit of a pause to allow the spike to go down. We head into post.
Cosmic Divide will run out, and then what is there beyond that here for C9? They do have the Astra utility towards the spike. It's an interesting plant towards the backside, I think. No, it isn't. It is just the default one, but the star is yet to be used. Finally drops down, but Kayak's already up close and personal. Vix not going to see this one coming, but still, he is aware of it. Acute meets his maker at the end. Sayonara one back. The Gravwell just slightly off of his position. They can now start to work. So what, 2 versus 2 still in this position. They've managed to get it half, down to the one-on-one. Sayonara's been so good in these so far. Up against Moose, he will continue to try and bait him in.
Cold as fucking, bro. Good clutch.
Tall yet again. What kind of combinations they can give to us here? Ult brought in by Alfier, has the Bulldog to try and work with. Looking to try and find that second pick, and he just wins every single time in his ult. Couple of missed shots from Oxy. Finally,
what the fuck?
Oxy's hit everything.
Oh my god, that was amazing,
come
man.
to life in the blink of an eye.
Ace.
And with
Ace.
Chronicle trying his best, it's not enough. The ace from Oxy. Rossi might be trying to fake this out with the droners. That has usually been the telegraph for their execute here.
30 seconds left.
Well, all the utility has been sent forward. A snake bite delay from FNATIC, and they need to try and beat this Cosmic Divide. But when they do, they'll realise, listen guys, it's actually towards A. It's Boaster that's here by himself, used his his ultimate to give an idea about what was happening deep in main.
Yeah, I can't even get any closer to that one then in terms of any kind of flank. You do have Rossi still lurking around mid, seeing if FNATIC would have been going for a retake from the lower side of the map themselves, but that's not the case. It is 4 players, 5 in fact, out through security, and they've already started to lock it down.
They still have the heaven space, the smoke drops in Chronicle win.
Finally a run for
FNATIC.
FNATIC?
The 2 left on C9. It looks like it's going to be a clean sweep. It's a flawless to answer Oxy's ace.
As soon as that lineup of the reveal comes in, though, you will know. The 30-second timer just now hit. C9 on their execute towards the A site. Mid-duel about to go down. Alfier peeking into the off-miss shot. Moose not able to hit that one, but when he does, Alfier's prepared. Sayonara from the vent now. It is a split retake from FNATIC, but they're going through the motions and finding the kills. 3v5.
C9 are just giving 1v1s, and FNATIC have been winning them. Well, for the most part, 2 out of 3. Still got Oxy alive, and so is Vic. We're back to a even, just for a moment, before Vic takes the advantage for himself.
You're going to still win the round?
Compounding that, looking to take
Oh, that feels good, Moose. That feels good for you, bro.
Hit map point first. Oh, mid.
FNATIC are collecting information of their own. Alfier with this walk down, yet again proving to be so valuable. The null command will go off, but it's an empty site. Nobody's home. FNATIC preparing for this retake, but Moose has been so good at guarding the back line.
FNATIC need to be careful and clear below them. The paranoia's been sent either way, and it's Vic again who takes that initial pick. C9 look to take that best step forward and win out the first series.
Actually did that.
The good.
Great opportunity for them to do so. It's Oxy again. The blades coming in. Sayonara one back, but this post plant is so scary to try and deal with.
It is 2v4 Hazard and a Hunter's Fury to rely upon if you're C9. This is looking all but confirmed.
What on that
They're looking to send themselves to 1 and all.
GG.
For Chronicle at least get 1. That's it. C9 will win out.
Huge result for Cloud9 in the end, and finally we see Blue Skies in their off-season. That 1 map win against NRG